One. Okay, hello everybody. So again, this is a video from Apple Pie English School. As you can see here, so we have a new YouTube channel, Your Daily Dose of English. Of course, this APS is Apple Pie English School. Our YouTube channel is called A Slice of Pie. So today, if you look down here, for Sundays, we have asking advice from our university students and also from our parents. So I will invite, once a month, I'll invite a parent to give me advice about how they make their child a better student. And once a month, I'll ask one of my university students, either that is doing really well or has, which I think of better, they've improved, they've made themselves better over this year that I've been teaching them. So let's see. So let me close this. So today's guest is Dr. Okamoto. So she has three children in my school. So hello. So she is she's married, of course. Her husband and her are both doctors, and she has three children. Right now, they're Sara is fourth grade, Soichiro is first, and Ninsho, so which would be in English would be 3 years old, Sara Lee. So I'll get into why I invited her a little bit later. But for now, I know you work in Shibakawa, but you live and grew up in Tagasaki, right?
Yes.
So for our students, my college students from around Japan, or from the foreigners watching this overseas, can you recommend what sightseeing spot would you recommend in Gunma or Tagasaki?
Yeah, in Gunma, we have many hot springs. So we can enjoy all over in Gunma.
Which is your favorite hot spring?
I like Ikaho Onsen.
Yeah, they have the famous steps.
Yeah.
It's a great place. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, a lot of it's very famous in Japan. Maybe one of the top prefectures for onsens. That's good advice. So now we'll talk about why in the next step after this. So now I'll talk about why I invited her. And after this, she'll give advice. And at the end, she'll talk about how to be better. So we'll get into that later. But for now, so the third part of this interview is I'll explain why I picked her. This is our first ever interview with a parent. So of course, so she has three children. Two of them are my students. As I mentioned earlier, Soichiro is first grade and Sara is fourth grade. And Sara's been my student since she was Ninsho, so since 5 years old. And nowadays, they both come to my school twice a week. And they've improved a lot. For example, I have her son's book. Her son is Soichiro, first grade. Now his actual textbook, he's doing third and fourth grade books. So actually, just recently, he passed a test and went on to third grade book. So not only first grade boy doing third grade work for writing, but also his test, if I can remember, is it correct? 95%, was that right?
And then 99.
97. Yeah, so he got 97 on his test. And Sara, her daughter also, while some of our students might take 3 or up to 5 tests to go to the next level, her daughter too passed it in one try. And her daughter, who's fourth grade elementary, is now writing at second grade junior high level English. And every time they, of course, have the vocabulary box they practice at home every week, but also every time there's a test, her children are always prepared for the test. And on Saturday, I mentioned they both come twice a week. On Saturday morning, I teach American school where I teach math, science, history, arts, geography, PE. And her children not only do the homework in all those subjects, but they go above and beyond and impress me with their level every week, which I think is due in large part to maybe what you're doing at home. Okay, so now for our next part of our interview, can you explain why are your children so successful at my school?
One of the big reason is I think I made a review paper for each children. Here's Soichiro's and here's Sara's. And I made them to do maybe 4 times a week. So practice makes perfect.
That's true. How long? So 4 times a week. How long each time?
Maybe 1 plate a day.
That's interesting. So do you do it, so you make it, but do you do it with them or just give to them?
With them and correct at the time. And if they are not correct, I made them to write 2 or 3 times.
That's a good point. Yeah, to fix themselves. That's useful. Any other study advice?
Do it almost every day makes them to easy to understand or make it for themselves. Easy to make them it for themselves, I think.
That's
so
good.
Yeah. So she wrote these. I read her and she write it down. And then she checked it by reading this. And she clicked for herself. So it makes her to understand what she cannot do right now.
That's a good point. So you said you make them fix their mistakes. So maybe a lot of parents are asking, like a lot of children are upset when they have to do it again. So how do you encourage your children when they make mistakes?
I tell them what they can do than the time before.
Yeah, that's a great point. Also, it leads into our last part. So our 5th part of the interview is, as you know, as all my students know, I always say it's not about being good or better than your classmate. It's about being better than yourself, being better than yesterday or last week or last month. So, so that's a good point. Leading into my last question is, so this could be general, so for your children or for yourself. So, and it could be physically, mentally, or emotionally. How would you recommend to be better this year?
I do, and I made to them to do their best every day, and never give up when the time comes.
That's right. Good advice. Yes. So challenge yourself. Yes.
Yep.
Good advice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, I wish we could shake hands in person. So thank you very much. So again, everybody, this was our Sundays lesson with where I asked the audience. So when I asked like I said at the beginning, either I asked the parents of improving kids, or I asked the college students, how did you do well? Like, I think there's one person on my mind I'm going to ask next time, a university student who went from her beginning of the semester, she was at 40% her essays. And by the end, she went up to 95%. So I might invite her next time. So thanks again. So everybody, let's give a clap to Dr. Ayako. So, and everybody have a good day. So see you tomorrow in our next Apple Pie English School. So daily dose of English. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.